Hi everybody, my name is Dennis and welcome back to another album review. Today we're reviewing the latest record from Wise Blood entitled Titanic Rising. Now, hearing a lot of the singles coming up to this album, I got really excited. The singles were great, they had a lot of power, a lot of emotion, and a beauty and elegance to them. If you remember my track review on the song Movies, which was an absolutely phenomenal song that I still love just as much as I did when I did the track review. Absolutely gorgeous throughout. I love the orchestral instrumentals. I love the soothing, soft, beautiful vocals used throughout. And I think it has really solid lyrics as well. Absolutely amazing, phenomenal, hands down, just great track. I absolutely love and adore that song, as well as many of the other songs on this album. There are really no shortage of great songs here. Take the opening track, A Lot's Gonna Change, where it has its beautiful pianos, its soothing sounds, its really powerful vocal performance, and its lyrics are just about resilience and powering through life's struggles. And even though they are very simple, the lyrics are wholesome and inspiring and sweet, and it makes it just that much more of an enjoyable song. I also really enjoyed Andromeda with its really soft yet fun guitars. It's really nice, again, a really nice vocal performance, and some sad yet interesting lyrics where we have her talking about her stuck in this Andromeda, as she describes as being a wide open empty galaxy that she feels trapped in. And she slowly begins to allow a person into this world of hers, to allow her to see the bright side of things, to allow her to move on to something greater. And she uses this love and this relationship she has to get better. And even though there isn't really a full conclusion, as in she is completely cured of this floating empty headspace that she suffers from, but it does end on a more hopeful, on a more uplifting note that I think is really nice. I also really enjoyed the song Every Day, where this is just a sweet, simple, fun love song. I love its upbeat and happy chord progression, its really nice guitars, and that really almost dark, droning, and fun opening line to the song was really enjoyable as well. It is one of the longer cuts on here, and some of the songs do go over 5 minutes, but it keeps the sounds fresh and enjoyable enough to where it really doesn't feel like that full 5 minutes. It goes by pretty quickly. And unlike many of the other sultry, beautiful, elegant tracks throughout the album, this one is easily the most unique in that it's very up tempo and very fun spirited, and almost kind of has a classic 60s feel to it to an extent. And also Something to Believe goes back to more of that beautiful droning type music. Again, much like I was saying for many of the other tracks, has beautiful instrumentals, beautiful vocals, solid lyrics, and it's a really enjoyable track overall. Much of it talking about her looking for something to believe in as she's lost confidence in life and herself and relationships and many just things in general, and she's looking for something to hold on to, something that she can believe in. And it's, again, another well-written, enjoyable track. There are a couple of just purely instrumental moments on the album, and even though they are brief, they are solid. We have this Titanic Rising and the closing little bit, Nearer to Thee. And these are fine. There's nothing really all that much about them that really stands out, but they're a fine interlude between songs, and I think that their presence doesn't really detract from the music. I wouldn't really say that it adds a whole lot, but it's solid. Mirror Forever was one of the more lukewarm tracks on the album. I do really like the beautiful imagery portrayed through the lyrics. I really enjoyed the vocal performance in the chorus, but I think a lot of the instrumentals are just too stripped back, where oftentimes through this album the instrumentals are very simple, but this is done in a way that makes it seem more more almost soft and beautiful. And I know I'm using these words a lot, but that's really just the best way to describe this album. It's really just a thing of beauty pretty much the whole way through. Mirror Forever, though, unfortunately, its simplicity doesn't do it as much good as it would like. Again, there are many good things going for this. The lyrics, the vocal performance, the chorus are all very good, but I just find the instrumentals a bit too lackluster, especially when it's surrounded by so much absolutely phenomenal work. The song Wild Time I enjoyed quite a bit. I thought the guitar chords and the progression of them was very nice. I thought its idea of her life being a very wild time, how life is something that's very unpredictable and unstable, was really interesting. And again, I really enjoyed the soft yet powerful vocal performance and the soft and powerful guitar riffs used throughout. It makes it very nice. And one thing I forgot to mention is the drum work through not just this song, but many of the other songs in the album is really great. I think they're done at a pace that either appropriately blends in with the soft sounds or provides a nice contrast to many of the sounds that are presented, where it has a more fast yet more soft and almost behind the scenes feel to it. And this is done really effectively, especially on this song. I also really love the song Picture Me Better, where it has this magical, simple guitar progression to it that almost feels like an old Disney's musical, and I mean that in the best way, because it's really just something that's simple, soothing, and pleasant. And many of the lyrics are just wanting for both the person that she loves or the one she used to love, potentially, to just see her in a better light, or for her to see that person in a much better light as well. Where instead of thinking of them for their flaws or thinking about them even as just the people they are, she wants them to be seen as better, wearing the clothes that they always dreamt about having, wearing a suit of armor, and even having many personal qualities that are just, as she sees, as better than what is truly there. And it's kind of a sad but interesting concept through the song. And again, I really loved the soothing, magical instrumental used throughout. So, overall, this album is absolutely phenomenal. I loved the droning, beautiful sounds used throughout. Many times it was very soft, very slow-spoken, but this was done in a way that just made it so infectious to the ears, where you just wanted more, you just want more, you just want more, because it's just done that phenomenally, and it's so consistent throughout. I mean, the instrumentals are almost always amazing. The vocals, there's not a single vocal moment on this song that I don't think is absolutely perfectly done. And the lyrics are pretty spot on throughout as well. There's really not a dull moment on this album. Because even the tracks that are more, that aren't quite as good are still have plenty of enjoyable, great attributes to them. And it makes me think I wouldn't want this album to not have those songs, because even though they're not quite as good, they are still very good in themselves, and it's something that really does bring a lot to the album in its own way. So with all this being said, I'm feeling a light 9. Definitely check it out. Absolutely phenomenal album. One of the best this year so far. Be sure to tell me what you thought of it. Tell me how wrong my opinion is, as always, and I'll see you in the next review.